Hi everyone, this is Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop, and I'm going to do a quick Lenormand 5-card spread comparison of two people, and I'm going to be using the vintage Lenormand deck that I created. Okay. So this deck is with a good Lenormand deck, you always have to look for three things. So when you're buying a deck of cards, there's lots of decks on the market that I don't approve of or recommend or suggest to, especially to beginners. A lot of them are abstract and hard to read, but the decks that I recommend always have a clear image of the thing. In this case, it's birds. And it always has an insert of the playing card and the clear number. Okay, whenever you see that combination, that's a good deck. So you have a ring, number, insert. Rider, there's a young man, number, and then the insert in the corner. Fish, okay, fish, the number and the insert. Okay. So always look for those three things in a Lenormand deck and you can't go wrong. Okay, so what we're going to do is, the question is, again, it's from a client of mine who is a makeup, she's really into makeup. She's a fan of makeup artists, and she wanted to know who the relationship between two makeup artists, if they're going to remain friends or if they're going to have problems. And the two people are, let me just look on my list. Charles is one of the people, and a woman is Tati. So they're both famous, well-known makeup artists, and we're going to see how they relate to each other. So let's start with Charles, since I said his name first. The top line is how he feels about her, and the second line will be how she feels about him. So how he feels about her and his kind of energy towards her, I would say, and we'll see how she feels about him. So I'm just randomly taking cards out. Okay, let's look at his cards first. Okay, snake. Snake in the grass. Okay, that's not a very good one to start with because it means shady dealings, being slippery. Ship's on the move. Someone that's trying to go somewhere. Perhaps he's traveling as well. So snaky movements. Okay. Ring, commitment. That's an interesting card. So there is also a commitment, a desire to connect with her, and beauty. Well, that he's in the beauty industry, so he's committed to beauty. He might be committed to her beauty and what she creates as well. Like he could be quite supportive of her as well. But this is showing that there's been some shady business. The last card is the child. Now the child can sometimes literally mean childish behavior. Sometimes it's immaturity. Sometimes it means small or diminishing as well, like getting smaller. So his commitment and his attraction to her, or to her beauty, or to what she creates, is getting smaller. Interestingly enough too, if you look at the inserts, we have a young man here, a knight, or a jack, queen. Then we have another queen. So there could be possibly a third person interfering, possibly a woman that also interfered between their friendship. So let's look at how Tati's relating and feeling about him. So this is a card of money. The fish means money and also plenty. Clouds, so there's plenty of confusion, plenty of fogginess, uncertainty, perhaps anxiety. Clouds also represents anxiety. Okay, it also could say there's anxiety about money issues. Okay, so there may be some issue about money there that she's worried about. The moon means a couple of things as well. It can mean reputation. So reputation is cloudy about money, right? The moon can also mean reflection. So she possibly is reflecting a lot. Also possibly feeling very moody as well. The road, should I go left, should I go right? Which way should I go with this person? And then the last card is showing lots of twittering, lots of talking, lots of people gossiping, and lots of information. The birds usually is associated with the internet, like Twitter and things like that, where people are tweeting at each other. Okay, so it's showing here there's money, confusion, reputation. Which way should I go with this? And probably it's going to depend on what other people are twittering about with her. Okay, so that's an interesting combination here. They're both a little bit, it's almost like missing the point with each other. I don't know, there seems to be in this double spread, it seems like they're not really connecting. The cards are not really connecting. It's almost like they're on two different paths, and I feel like there's a sense of there was commitment, there was a sort of joy, but that's getting smaller and it's immature. She's wondering which way to go with this, and it will probably depend on how she feels about what's being said by other people. Okay, so it is a bit of a complex one in a way, but I feel these two people are missing the point with each other. It's like they're ships in the night, literally. Ships are foggy. It's almost like ships in the night. The ship doesn't know where it's going. Okay, alrighty, so this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop in Sydney.